everyone, and welcome back to the Breakdown. Today, I am going to be talking about the top 5 best Minecraft servers of 2021. Now, I'm actually going to be giving you 6 servers here, but overall, we're going to be talking about the 5 best servers in a few different categories. We're going to be going over survival, we're going to be going over factions, mini games, SkyBlock, and prison. Sorry, I forgot about prison there for a second. So all of those are going to be going over today: survival, skyblock, factions, prison, and mini games. So no matter what kind of server you're looking for, we're going to give you a pretty good one to go play on in this video. Now, these aren't by all means all of the Minecraft servers out there, but we looked at some of the best ones out there, and this is the top of the lot, if you will, for each of these categories. Now, first and foremost, I do want to say, in my opinion, the best Minecraft server out there is BreakdownCraft. That is our own Minecraft server. The IP is play.breakdowncraft.com, and it's the first server linked down below. The IP is there, all of that stuff. On BreakdownCraft, you'll find amazing survival, custom skyblock. We have 2 survival servers with aquatic survival, having a /shop-based economy. Yes, a /shop-based economy. That's very, very rare with survivals these days. It's actually very, very balanced as well. We have an awesome PvP system, daily rewards, and just so much cool stuff over there. We've got challenges on the way. It's truly amazing. So come play with us on aquatic survival. We've also got medieval survival, which has 30 custom quests and a player-based economy. So no matter what kind of survival you're looking for, we have it on BreakdownCraft, and it has some really awesome features as well, including a truly amazing community. So no matter what kind of survival you're looking for, check out BreakdownCraft first. We've put so much time into our survival, thousands of hours, and you will absolutely love it. Speaking of thousands of hours, we've also put thousands of hours into our SkyBlock server, which is truly amazing as well. Not only do we have daily rewards over there and awesome kits and custom islands and things like that, we've also got amazing custom challenges, mob coins, boosters, minions, and so much more. It's literally so much on our SkyBlock server that you will never get bored. On top of all of that, it's got an amazing in-depth storyline that you can follow that literally kind of talks about what's going on in the SkyBlock world and why it's SkyBlock and all that stuff. It is truly amazing, so go check that out. Again, the IP is play.breakdowncraft.com. Check it out for survival, check it out for SkyBlock. You will absolutely love it. But that's just a bonus server on our list here. I'm going to give you 5 other servers, including an additional survival and an additional SkyBlock server on this list. I know people in the past have been mad that I've not done that. So in full transparency, this year we're going to be giving you those servers as well, but just know that actually they're number 2 on the list in these categories. They aren't the best. BreakdownCraft's the best. Over 200 players online every day. Come check it out. Anyway, move on. Let's go ahead and move on to factions. So first on our list is, of course, factions, and that is going to be Viper MC. Now their IP is play.vipermc.net, and you can check out Viper as well as all the other servers mentioned here. All their IPs are in the description down below. But nevertheless, at Viper, it's hardcore factions. Now, this makes it a little unique, but it is by far the most popular faction server out there in regards to hardcore factions players. I asked some factions players, what's the best faction server out there? And Viper MC came up more than one time. Like, actually came up like 3 or 4 times, and I talked about 7 players, which to me is a lot, right? Like, to come up that much, all these players play on the server, that's amazing to me. So nevertheless, that's how they ended up on this list. I don't understand hardcore factions that well, so you'll see me in the B-roll kind of messing around and everything. It's difficult, right? But that's kind of the point of hardcore factions. Now, you must join on 1.8.8, and that's kind of one thing that threw me off. There is player protection for new players for 1 hour. As a noob, I appreciated that, so thanks to Viper NC for that. And like I said, this comes highly recommended. Now, if you're new to factions, this is not the faction server for you. But if you're an experienced factions player that you want to try out factions and you want to do the best you can in factions, that's where Viper MC comes in, and it's really, really good. Now, if you are a newbie player, you might want to check out a server called Mind Superior. I'm not going to link them in the description or anything like that, but they have a very new player-friendly faction server that you can check out. So, nevertheless, moving on from Viper and CM Factions, let's move on to Minigames. And Minigames goes to yet another new server on our list this year, and that is CubeCraft Games. CubeCraft is a mini-games-focused server with things like Among Slimes, Egg Wars, Sky Wars, Lucky Islands, Tower Defense, Block Wars, Bridges, CTF, Minerware, Parkour, and so much more. You're probably seeing me fail at parkour on your screen right now. I'm horrible at it, but, you know, that is what it is. So, the thing is, this is a really, really cool minigame server with a ton of different minigames options. There's so many different minigames to play, and I think that's one of the things that can really set apart a minigame servers. How many minigames are there, actually? And there's quite a bit on CubeCraft. They're also adding new minigames all the time, testing new minigames, things like that. I feel like Hypixel used to be the minigame king, but they've taken up another server slot on this list that we'll talk about later. So, CubeCraft comes in and steps up and is now the best minigame server out there as they continue to innovate, continue to grow. I've been amazed by CubeCraft's growth over the past few years, so absolutely incredible. You can check out CubeCraft in the description down below. Their IP is play.cubecraft.net. Next up on our list is Prison. Now, MCPrison has been at the top of our prisons list before, and there's a reason they're still there today. Their IP is play.mcprison.com, and overall, one of the things that sets them apart from other prison servers is their native 1.16. They're a truly native 1.16 prison server, which is super, super unique. On there, you will find backpacks with enchantments, enchantment gemstones, private mines, paths, gangs, robots, casinos, beacon shops, crates, and log-in rewards. It's actually impressive all they've been able to pack into a prison server, and that's a good thing in my opinion because prison servers can be a little boring after a while, and MCPrison actually steps up and says, you know what? They recognize that it can get boring. They're going to make it absolutely incredible and give you a ton of stuff to do, even though, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of times in prison, you just find yourself mining. Well, guess what? You can do other stuff on MCPrison as well. It's a really, really cool system, really great upgrades on there as well. So overall, if you're looking for a prison server, MCPrison is the best prison server out there. They've also got the biggest amount of players, and I think that's a thing to look at when it comes to prison servers because player interaction is a huge thing on prison servers, and if there are no other players, it gets real boring real fast. And MCPrison has a ton of players, including that 1.16 native support. Now, moving on to survival, we do have AppleCraft. AppleCraft has been on our list in the past, and their IP is play.applecraft.org. .org at the end there. That always throws me off for some reason, but AppleCraft is a very long-standing Minecraft survival server. They are Australia-based, so some of the European and North American players can have some lag, but usually it's still playable over there on AppleCraft. The reason they make our list, though, is because they have 3 separate survival servers. Now, all of these servers have mostly a player-based economy. There are some, I think, ranks that can maybe sell to the server or buy something from the server and stuff like that, but overall it is mostly a player-based economy. Now, the purple/blue server have keep inventory on, claims are also on, there's no griefing allowed even in the unclaimed areas, and PvP is permitted in unclaimed areas if you toggle it on and accept PvP. So that's pretty cool, and that's, you know, kind of what we expect to see, completely grief protected, all of that stuff. Now, the next one is the red server, and on the red server, keep inventory is off, claims are on, and PvP is allowed, including TP killing. Yeah, that's a big one, right? Griefing is also allowed on the red server outside of claims, right? If you're in a claim, you should have it claimed and you can't grief inside that claim, but outside of claims, you can grieve all you want on the red server on AppleCraft. It's also really cool for PvP. So that's why AppleCraft is on the list. They have 2 unique offerings, you know, more of the safer vanilla option with the red or the blue/purple servers with keep inventory on and all that stuff. And then the red server where keep inventory's off and all that stuff. You can PvP, you can do some griefing, all of that. So AppleCraft is a really, really cool survival server, and again, their IP is play.applecraft.org. Moving on, though, to last but not least on our list, we have SkyBlock, and that's where Hypixel comes in. I said Hypixel in the past has been the best minigame server, and they're still pretty good at minigames, but they are so good at SkyBlock, they just have to go into this category. It is by far their most popular server. When SkyBlock launched on Hypixel, their player base just went straight to it, and it has been that way ever since. Now, one of the things I do want to mention, this is not traditional SkyBlock, right? Traditional SkyBlock is what we have on BreakdownCraft, and we do that absolutely incredible there. If you want a MMO style SkyBlock server, that's where Hypixel comes in, right? And the reason I say this is Hypixel SkyBlock is more of an RPG where you build on your island if you want to, but you have to venture out mostly to mine and get resources and things like that from their server areas. This is really, really cool. It's super unique, but it takes away from the traditional SkyBlock that I know and love, and thus I have to include that little disclaimer there. But nevertheless, your island is for your minions, where you can passively get blocks, which is pretty cool, and you can build out there and do things like that if you want to, but yeah, that's kind of the thing. Now, minions do get full pretty easily on Hypixel, and that's what you kind of expect. You can upgrade them to make them carry more stuff, and you do have to feed them and keep them going regularly to kind of keep things progressing there as well. Speaking of the RPG and venturing out to find stuff, as you explore the hub area there and, you know, do your mining, do your resource gathering, talk to NPCs, things like that, you expand your crafting recipes. So as you explore more, you do more, you can craft more, get more minions, craft more blocks, things like that. It's a really, really unique system. And as far as economy goes, you can actually buy and sell things at the hub and I think it's like a player-based auction sort of system, but you're interacting with an NPC while you're doing it, so you're not selling it directly to another player. You can do that if you want, but if you go to like the store or whatever, you're selling it to NPCs who are then, you know, selling it to other players and things like that. Overall, though, if you are looking for an RPG style experience in Minecraft, Hypixel SkyBlock is the best out there, bar none. It's truly incredible what you can do on Hypixel with SkyBlock if you're looking for an RPG experience. If you're looking for that more traditional SkyBlock experience, Hypixel is probably going to overwhelm you and confuse you, and that's where BreakdownCraft or other more traditional SkyBlock servers do come in. So there you go. There is our list of the top 5, really top 6 Minecraft servers of 2021. Number 1 on our list is, of course, BreakdownCraft with Aquatic Survival, having a player-based economy and an amazing, amazing community. And then we also have Medieval Survival with 30 custom quests and has some RPG elements in it. And then we do have SkyBlock with minions and login rewards and custom challenges and mob coins and so much awesome stuff there, including custom spawners even. There's so much on SkyBlock, it's overwhelming. And then moving on there, we have factions with Viper MC having an amazing 1.8.8 hardcore faction server. Comes highly recommended from some of the best factions players that I know. It's truly incredible. For me as a noob though, it's overwhelming. Very, very good. Though if you were looking for a faction server, their IP is play.vipermc.net. Next up we have Minigames from CubeCraft, and their IP is play.cubecraft.net. They just have a ton of different minigames, over 10 or 15 different minigames for you to choose from, play and just enjoy and have fun. It's easy to play with your friends on CubeCraft. It's just a truly amazing minigame server. Next up is MCPrison with the IP play.mcprison.com, where you have native 1.16 prison, which is super unique. You never see that, and it's truly amazing over there on MCPrisons. They also have robots, private mines, gangs, casinos, and so much more. They also have an amazing upgrade system, which is super, super important for a prison server. So you can check out that in the description down below with their IP, as well as all the other IPs that we mentioned here. Now moving on to survival, we do have AppleCraft with play.applecraft.org. They have 3 survival servers, one that's more keep inventory and more, grief protected, and one that's more PvP with keep inventory off and some griefing allowed. And then last but not least, we do have Hypixel SkyBlock, whose IP is mc.hypixel.net. And over there, you'll find an awesome RPG-based SkyBlock where you can get minions and passively get blocks and go out and adventure and do some questing and things like that. It's really, really cool, but again, it's not traditional SkyBlock. So there you have it. There's our list of the top 5 best Minecraft servers of 2021. Did we miss one? Let us know in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. My name is Nick, and I am out. Peace.